G'day folks, Tony again here for more of the many lives of John Rando. So we have many potential things here for us to sell, a fair range of things at the very least. We might just equip that short bow so that we have it there and we don't accidentally sell it. We're going to keep our glow sphere. That studded leather armor is pretty groovy. The iron short sword is also not too bad, but let's see what BAKMMNMKBFBLBPCJDCDP, the Dromad merchant, has in store for us. So, actually, do we have a burnous on or not? I should have looked at that before. We do not. So we can plonk that on immediately. Do we want to have the worn burnous or the engraved worn burnous? They're all pretty much of a muchness. I do like the idea of wearing an engraved one. So there we have it. Let's get ourselves some things here to sell. A 2 and a 0 actually for that leather armor. Too many numbers to keep in my head all at once. 3 and a -2. I think with that extra armor is giving us all of our armor value, so maybe we will stick with that. So let's plonk all of these things on the sell list. We have to sell that skull because we can't plonk it on our head thanks to the antlers that we have. That jewel encrusted iron battle axe is going to sell for quite a pretty penny, so that's nice. All these iron things, the price is not too shabby. Of course, we don't want to sell the bandages. We're not going to sell our water skins, so let's have a look and see what we have available. That's 65.8 drams worth of gear that we plonked down. It would be nice to get a musket or something similar. Let's have a look and see what's available. Musket's probably really not worth it for that particular price, so we may let that sit. If that means that we're using a bow and arrow, then maybe we'll grab all of those steel arrows. They'll be fairly straightforward. We'll pick up the lead slugs as well in case we do find a rifle or something similar. So what else do we have at our disposal here? That's only used up about 4 drams worth of cost, so there's plenty of things here that we could potentially add to it. Those gauntlets, I mean, that would be nice, but that's going to reduce our dodge value considerably. So perhaps not. There's a bunch of weird artifacts, pardon me, that we could get. There's some books there that are worth plenty, but we don't need those either. So maybe if there's something here in a short swordy kind of mode. It doesn't look like there's anything immediately available. If one of these was a short sword, that would be mighty nice, those carbides, but I guess not. So maybe it might be worth us stocking up on some of those copper nuggets so we can drag them around. I'm really not sure. Rolling a die to get a weird artifact, which is probably a grenade at that sort of cost, maybe not worth it either. So we could hem and haw all day, but I'm going to avoid that. So let's plonk a couple of these on so that we have some extra things to carry. I guess we could get all 5 of them. It's still going to give us a little bit of fresh water. So we'll go with that. So please, yes, do give us those extra 11 grams of things. We have some copper nuggets there, which is some money in disguise. We've sold a bunch of nonsense. And we still have plenty of stuff. So that's good. Sure. All right. I guess that means that it's questing time. So what do we have next? The woven basket of the godly hedge. Travel to the lair of Nyrulomub, legendary irritable tortoise, and put something in the woven basket of the godly hedge. We can do that. There's also visit Darkovar. Travel to the historical side of Darkovar, and if we do that, we'll get I think we get a bunch of experience just for being there. So let's have a look and see where those things might be. So there's the lair of the irritable tortoise. That's one option. There is the ranch that we just went to sleep on the magic cot. Where else do we have here? That is not what we're looking for. That is also not what we're looking for. What are we looking for? Where is it? Could it be over there in the deep, dark jungle? Possibly. Let's have a look. Yes, indeed. That is the historic site of Darkovar, and all the way over next to the giant river Svai, in the depths of the jungles of Kud, way past Kyokukya. Maybe not right now. We're going to head to the lair of the legendary irritable tortoise in an attempt to, refers to notes, put something in the woven basket of the godly hedge. Enough talk, more action, let's get to it. Yes, I would like to travel to the lair of Nairulamub, legendary irritable tortoise. Take me there forthwith. Yeah! Yeah! Leveling up, I like it. 5 hit points, that is quite nice. And another mutation point, and I think, if I recall correctly, that'll give us 4. Yeah, let's level that up. Gimme. What can we get? Stinger. Bear a tail with a stinger that delivers paralyzing venom to your enemies. Stunning force, you invoke a concussive force in a nearby area, throwing enemies backward and stunning them. Or heightened quickness, you are gifted with tremendous speed, though it comes at the cost of your vitality. Look, that stunning force would be nice, but you can end up aggroing a bunch of things that you don't want to. I do like the idea of having a stinger. We already have a bunch of things that rely on things being close to us, so let's lean into that. And now we have a stinger. Go us. Antlers and a stinger, huh? How about that? You can only see up to a radius of 4. That explains a bit. Okay. Good times. Many, many skill points, though. What can we do with that? We just started leaning into some short blade expertise. We don't quite have enough to get bloodletter and jab. Closing with things would also be handy because we have a bunch of things that rely on being close. When you wield a short blade in your offhand, well, that's not very useful to us right now because we don't wield anything in our offhand at all, and we could get a bunch of lore and bits and pieces. We could also get bow and rifle. Agility 19. What were we cursed with here again? 18. Okay, so that will tick over at our next level, so we'll hold off on that one, but it would be good to have. So I think we'll just lean in and grab bloodletter for now. That seems like a fair move. And of course, here we are in the middle of the day. And our myopia is making it difficult for us to see anything at all. It's a little too real. I also have trouble seeing at a great distance, but that's okay. We'll lean into this this challenge, and we'll face it bravely. It's going to make it possibly a little more difficult to find the entrance to this place that we're looking for. Oh, come on. Why is this being so difficult? Have at thee. So we're all the way down to 10 hit points already. It might be worth staring menacingly at one of these tortoises to try and make them go away. That tortoise becomes afraid, and I'm glad to hear it. And we've taken that down. And now that one is going to run away. So let's reload our bow and arrow, and we'll start shooting at them. They seem to be charging back towards us. Oh, there are so many tortoises here. I guess it makes sense if we're at the lair of a legendary irritable tortoise, but they are still walloping us a fair bit. I think it might be sting time. Let's do it. Resist the effects of your venom. Well, that's no good. We're going to drop and intimidate. Hopefully that's going to make most things run away from us, and that appears to be the case. Oh, look out. Something has thrown a grenade in our vicinity, and we are in a world of trouble. What could we do with proselytize? I mean, we could try and get something on board. Let's do that. The irritable tortoise is unconvinced by your pleas. Very well. There's only one recourse here, and that is to run away bravely. Because if they have grenades, then we're in a bad way. So let's mosey on over this way. We'll wait patiently for them to become visible to us because we're not very useful in that regard. But we are just going to wait. Little by little, you see Skurabulu, the calloused snapjaw bearbaiter, and stop moving. Okay. Does this mean they are coming closer or not? We're healing up slowly, so I'm happy to wait here. I don't quite know how I can see them because I can't see them here on the map, but that's okay. That irritable tortoise is still wounded. Let's continue helping them along that path. Continue wounding at thee. And we're going to wait, hopefully, for a few more things to become adjacent to us. They're bleeding. And now they're gone, so that's good. The tortoises also appeared to be attacking the snapjaws. So I'm not going to complain about that at all. Where are you off to? Well, you can go off and do whatever you're doing. Meanwhile, I'm going to pick up some things and continue to heal. Yep, very good. Thank you very much. Sturdy leather cap, we can't put that on our head. We can grab that mace though. Guess we can sell it for a few dollars. Let's wait. No, that's not really doing us a lot of good. We are healing slowly though, so I'm happy to keep on going. There's a bunch of combat happening over that way. We were in a slightly better condition than we were in. I think it might be time to use this again. That certainly zapped them. Let's get that sting happening there as well. They're paralyzed. They're also turtled up. Come on now. There we go. Good times. Masterwork bronze dagger. Sounds wonderful. I'll take it. And an iron dagger, sure. We've got that 1d3 iron short sword. It's the same as the dagger. Plonk over here. I can't see these things, so I don't know why it's telling me that I can, but that's fine. We have some zappies left. We will deploy them immediately because they are on a cooldown. And just having them sitting there, they're not going to accumulate anymore, so we may as well use them as much as we're able to. Where are these supposed snapjaws that I keep seeing? Worn Benoose, a bronze battle axe. Nope. Leather cap and a club. Hello. Farewell. Masterwork iron dagger. That also sounds nice. What does Masterwork do again? Critical hits twice as often. Great. So let's get that bloody Masterwork iron dagger. And I think we're going to get rid of that short sword and we're going to equip that. Because that's going to hit more often, I think. Ring mail. What does ring mail do for us? 3 and -2. That's pretty much the same as what we've currently got with our studded leather armor. And studded leather armor just kind of sounds cooler. Cloth overalls. Sure. Hello, tortoise. Fancy seeing you here at the lair of a tortoise. Oh, now we're getting mobbed up on by multiples. Oh, they're everywhere. Just a plague of tortoises. Is kind of amusing to me because I did, little fun fact here for you, dear viewers, I did grow up doing sea turtle research, so having many turtles just sort of chilling and hanging around is something that I'm used to. Being attacked by said turtles, however, not so much. So one turtle is afraid of us and is running away. We've got a second one coming in very soon, approaching us. Hopefully we're going to be able to kill one of them. It doesn't appear to be the case. All 3 of them are back now. So let's drop and intimidate. There's 4 of them. Good grief. All right. So they're just, they're mobbing us completely here. It would be nice if we had, I guess we could run. Well, they're pretty slow. Let's try moving down as I thought. There's no way through, so maybe I think we should be able to outrun them because they're not terribly fast. The danger here, of course, is ending up running into just a big old bunch of them hiding off somewhere else. But we're not going to get terribly far if we get cornered. There's a door here. Oh no. That is the last thing that I needed. Fortunately though, look at all of them. Fortunately though, we've got a little bit of room to maneuver. So let's continue maneuvering. Oh dear, 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 dear. Intimidate. All of you, go away. Some of them did, some of them did not. So the danger here with our shortness of sight is that we're going to end up cornering ourselves because we can't see far enough to get away. So it is time to zap all the things that we can. We're also going to drop a sting there onto it, so it is paralyzed. Hopefully that means... Oh, no. Oh, dear, 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 dear. It is definitely sprint time. So let's activate that sprint. We're going to move downwards. We're going to move downwards again. We're going to move diagonally. And now we're going to continue to run bravely in this general direction towards the bottom of the map. All right. There's going to be much fleeing here. Much fleeing indeed. I hope those goats are on our side. Well, they're not on our side. Do we have enough? We don't have a 4 zap yet. I really wish I could see further. I guess that's kind of the point. Well, let's keep running. It's serving us well so far. And there's some baboons here. Hopefully they're a little easier to manage. So that boar is now wounded. We'll drop a sting on it as well. Now it's dead. That snapjaw is dead. That snapjaw is also dead, and we have another pig here next to us, so let's zap it a little bit as well. And we're going to drop that menacing stare onto it so it will leave us alone, kind of. And those baboons throwing rocks at range are not things that I'm fond of, so let's head back up this way. Single snapjaws I think we can probably handle. There's a painted bronze dagger here that we can look at. This item is painted with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Jadates III. In 388, Jadates III won a decisive victory against the combined forces of Abatum Rust at the bloody Battle of Ted, though she lost her prized Bootsika. During the course of the conflict, as a result of the battle, Ted was so vacant of signs of life that it was renamed the Foreign Flats. Cool, so we've learned the location of Abatum, and we've got a quest to visit there and to recover Bootsika. We're going to grab that stuff. So clearly we have enough presence of mind to just absorb some lore as we flee from these rock-flinging baboons and blunder our way directly into a bunch of snapjaws. We are now on 1 hit point, and we are in a world of trouble. We could be about to die here. I don't think there's anything that we have in our inventory that is going to help us here in any way. So let's run and hope for the best. Oh, and we were bleeding, and I didn't even notice. So here lieth John Rando. And looking at the recording clock, we might actually have a slightly short one this time. And we will leave it here for this part of the Let's Play. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the episode. You can subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes are released. And it's worth noting that Steve, who is also doing Let's Plays on this channel, has just started a Let's Play run-through of the original Half-Life. So maybe worth your time. And please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this. And come back again soon for more of the many lives of John Rando.